Greetings, everyone, and welcome to tonight's Footsoak session. My name is Mark, and I'm streaming live from Florida with you all. And thank you all for coming. And so I got my realization in Seattle back in 1992 from the founder Shimadaji. And I had an experience at night where I could feel the heat and the cool, but um, after that, when I was meditating at home, I felt nothing. I felt absolutely nothing for a couple of weeks. And I called up the local center and said, "Hey, I was at the program and where Shimanaji came, and I'm just not feeling the vibrations." So they encouraged me to come to their in-person program they had on Friday nights, and it was not a long drive, so I went. And they started to work with me, like raising my kundalini up like this and having me foot soak like we're doing tonight. And still nothing. I went another 3 weeks. So it'd been a total of 5 weeks since I got my realization. I was about ready to give up. And then uh, it happened. My kundalini came up so strong, I could feel it sort of spinning around at the top of my head and had this really dramatic experience. And I just got kind of blissy and was able to have some silent moments, and it was just really nice. And there was really no turning back after that. So I'd like to encourage those of you that are still, not feeling a lot of vibrations yet, maybe not feeling your Kundalini, could be some pressure at the forehead or at the top of the head, and this is normal. This is, uh, it can take a while. It took me weeks. I've heard people say it takes months. I even had a couple people tell me that they didn't feel any vibrations till after a year. I don't think I would have had the patience for that. But so anyway, I would encourage you all to just stick with it. The most important thing is to get it into a daily routine and do it once, at least once, if not twice a day. And the other thing I wanted to add was it's really, I think, success, if you can call it that, with this practice is really focusing our desire and our attention. And if you look at, anything that we achieve in life, usually starts with a desire, then using our attention to achieve it, right? So desire comes from the left side, the attention and the action comes from the right side. And so just I'd say when you're doing the meditation, really put everything into it from your heart, from your attention, and and see how that works for you. So, okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and raise our Kundalini. I think everybody knows how to do this. Okay, and then we can do the Bandhan. So we're taking the energy that we just raised and we're sort of smoothing it around our body, if you will. Okay, now that we've raised that energy, we've sort of covered our body in that energy. Now we're going to take some of that energy and we're going to give it to the foot soak water. So let's go ahead and turn our hand clockwise around the foot soak water with our full attention. And then we can go ahead and place our feet in the foot soak bucket. So let's go ahead and start by taking some deep breaths. We can close our eyes. We're going to breathe in through our nose slowly. And then when we're completely full, our lungs, we pause. And then we're going to exhale through our mouth slowly and pause. Then inhale through our nose again. So let's just repeat this a few times. The air element is associated with our heart chakra, which is the seat of our spirit. So it's the important thing to do when we start is to settle in our heart chakra. Okay, let's go ahead and open our eyes. I just want to review while we're going to do this, the foot soak meditation. We're going to work on our bottom three chakras, especially our Navi chakra, our one at our solar plexus in the center of our stomach. But just want to review a couple things. One of the techniques I use quite a bit is to raise my hand up the center channel. So starting at the bottom of our spine, and then gently touch the top of the head, bring the hand down in front, and repeat. And this is a good exercise to do to like reclaim our attention. While we're raising up, we can also say, Mother Kundalini, please rise and put me into meditation. So if we feel like we're losing our attention a little bit, we can always do that. And of course, most everyone probably remembers how to do the balancing, where we place to clear out our left side, if it's feeling heavy, we put our left hand on our lap, our right hand to the earth. And then if it's the right channel that needs balancing, right hand on the lap, and then left hand towards the sky. Okay. Another thing sometimes that I do that works as well, if I'm trying to, my left side's a little bit heavy, I will raise my hand up the left side and then push down the right. Raise up the left and push down the right. And of course that can go both ways too. If the right side is a little bit heavy, I can raise my right hand to lift up over to the other side. Okay, so these are just a couple of techniques that we'll use through the meditation. So let's go ahead and start and close our eyes. And salt is one of the elements in the foot soak bucket, which is associated with the first chakra, the Muladhara chakra in Sanskrit. And we can pray to this Kundalini energy, and really it's more than energy, it's a part of the power. It's the same power that created this universe and everything in it. And it was also part of the power that created us in our fetal development before it went dormant into our sacrum bones. So it has an intelligence and awareness. It's like our own mother, our own personal mother, if you will. And we can just ask, because once she's been awakened, she is listening to our desire. And we can just say, Mother Kundalini, make me innocent and pure like a child. Mother Kundalini, please establish my innocence and purity like a child. Now we can place our right hand at the lower part of our abdomen in the center. And the qualities of this are knowledge and truth. And we can just ask, Mother Kundalini, please establish the divine knowledge and truth in me. Mother Kundalini, please establish the divine knowledge and truth in me. Now let's move our right hand so right above the navel, the belly button, if you will. So our center of our palm is covering the navel. And the qualities of the left navi, this is the navi chakra in Sanskrit, are peace, satisfaction, and generosity. So we can affirm these qualities to ourselves. And again, we can address our own Mother Kundalini. Mother Kundalini, establish in me peace, satisfaction, and generosity. Mother Kundalini, please establish in me peace, satisfaction, and generosity. On the right hand side, we have the quality of surrender. Surrender all our family and financial worries to Mother Kundalini. And when she establishes it into the collective consciousness, that divine, all pervading power that created the universe and everything in it, that power will take care of these problems when we have this connection. And surrender is a difficult concept in the West. We think of surrender as our hands in the air with a gun at our back, but when we truly surrender our problems to the divine, something magic happens. We quite often, in my own experience, at that moment that I truly surrender, the problem gets solved at that very moment. Most of our problems and worries are just mental mind projections. They have no reality, just things we conjure up into our mind. Worry has never solved a single problem, never. So we surrender our worries, whatever they are, family, money, whatever it is that's consuming our attention, and surrender that to the divine. So we can just acknowledge through that surrender, I surrender all my worries, all my problems to the divine. Thinking about them doesn't solve anything. Our attachments to family, money, work, whatever, these attachments hold us back. I surrender all my problems and worries to the divine, all my attachments. So a lot of this worry affects our liver, which is between the left, between the lower and the upper abdomen on the right hand side. So now let's move our left hand and place it on our liver, which is halfway between the rib cage and our waist. And there's a mantra we can say, Nirmal Chitta means pure attention. So we can say Om, the mantra that stands for the left, the right, and the center channel. The first sound made in the universe, the moment of the Big Bang, the Om. So we're going to say Om Nirmal Chitta Namo Namaha. The Namo Namaha is kind of like saying Amen at the end of a prayer, like so be it or as it is. So we're going to say Om Nirmal Chitta Namo Namaha. Om Nirmal Chitta Namo Namaha. Again. Om Nirmal Chitta Namo Namaha. Once more. Om Nirmal Chitta Namo Namaha. Let's put both hands on our lap, the palm up. Keep our attention at the top of our head. Let's see if we can enjoy a few moments of silence. Okay, we can slowly open our eyes. And let's go ahead and rinse off our feet and set our foot soak buckets aside. Okay. So now we're going to have mostly silent meditation. And before we start, I just wanted to mention a couple of things. One is this thing about worry that I mentioned, and worry is a killjoy. Nothing will kill our joy faster than worrying about something. And it's usually just something we conjured up in our mind. And if we need to make a decision, let's make it. Okay. But don't worry about it. Don't overthink it. And the other thing, because I was a master at this before my self realization, and I've learned to rely on my intuition more and more. And uh, I think once we have our self realization, if it feels right, if you really, really feel right, it's probably the right thing to do. And so that way we can just uh, let our worries go. Um, then the other thing, there was a quote from a yogi on one of the WhatsApp chat groups that really kind of summed up, I think, where um, lately, especially this last year, where I've had some growth is this quote: growth is allowing, not striving. And I know that's a kind of a subtle thing, but it's so true. We just need to allow our kundalini to come up, surrender our problems and our worries to the divine. And whenever I've done that in my life, really doing that from a center position and my kundalini's up, I'm feeling really good. It almost always works out. Maybe not the way I expect or the way that I had originally desired, um, but it always works out. And so let's allow the Kundalini to come up, allow any vibrations that are flowing in us to come up. And let's just close our eyes, bring our attention inwards. Take a few more deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth, slowly, very slowly. Let's place our right hand on our left heart. And let's really try and find some bit of silence or calmness, some peace. And just affirm quietly to ourselves, I am a spirit. We have this body, ego, ambitions, conditionings, all these things, but they're much lower down on the pyramid of our existence. At the top of our pyramid of existence, the top of our being is our spirit. It's the other causal aspect of our being that also was involved in the development of our fetus. I am the spirit. One of the real sticky points when we meditate is the Agya chakra, the sixth chakra in the middle of our foreheads. We're going to take our right ring finger, this one, and we're going to massage. We're going to rotate the skin in a clockwise direction, like the front of our body is the face of the clock. And we're just going to massage. And we're going to say, I forgive. I forgive. And this will relieve some of the pressure on our optic chiasma, as well as the ego and the superego, which we're going to take our left and our right hand, place it just above and slightly behind our ear. And we're going to take the mantra Om Ham Sham. Ham is on the left, it means I am, or I forgive, is Sham. So we're going to say Ham Sham. And we're going to try and relax our ego and our superego in the process. So we'll say this Om Ham Sham 4 times. Om Ham Sham. Om Ham Sham. Om Ham Sham. Om Ham Sham. And place our right and left hands on our lap. And we're going to take our right hand and raise it up the center channel very slowly and bring it down. And then the next time we're going to raise it up, we're going to say Om. Om. Om is the mantra of the Sarasvara, the last chakra. So again, as we raise, we'll say it again. Om. And one more time. Om. Okay, now let's place our hands palm up on our lap. And let's enjoy a few moments of silence. Okay, we can slowly open our eyes, bring our attention outwards, and let's all raise our kundalinis and put ourselves in bandhan together. Great, so thanks everyone for joining. Just want to make a couple of quick announcements before I sign off. One is there will not be a, excuse me, a Friday meditation and foot soak on this Friday. It's the day after Thanksgiving, and a lot of people have things going on this weekend, so there will not be a Friday night meditation, but there will be on Wednesday. The other thing is that uh, there will be music for another 5 or 10 minutes for those of you that would like to continue meditating. And thank you all. Good night and enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye bye.